नमस्कार दोस्तों और आप सभी को स्वागत है इन माय चैनल 1971 वॉर बुक सीरीज। आज हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसे नेवल कमांडो ऑफ द मुक्ति वाहिनी के बारे में जिन्होंने बांग्लादेश की आजादी के लड़ाई के वक्त सिर्फ एक ही ऑपरेशन किया था, जहां पे उन्होंने एक पाकिस्तानी टैंकर विच वाज फिल्ड विथ फ्यूल ऑयल उसको डिस्ट्रॉय किया था यूजिंग लिम्पेट माइंस, taking naval commando training which was given to him by the Indian Navy at C2P Plassey camp. जंग के वक्त उनके खुद के भाई was killed by the Razakars. जंग खत्म होने के बाद he went back to his own civilian life. तो आइए आज हम बात करेंगे with naval commando मिस्टर अतरुद्दीन तालुकदर।
So welcome Mr. Atharuddin Talukder to this show, and I would really like to talk to you about and especially hear from you about your own experiences as a naval commando during the Bangladesh Liberation War. So could you start about talking about how and where you were before the war started?
Oh, before the war started, I was a student of Chittagong Engineering College, then Chittagong Engineering College. Now it is Chittagong University of Engineering and Technology.
Okay.
Okay. So I moved to my home before 25th March because the college was shut down because of non-cooperation movement called by Mr. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
Okay.
So I moved my house before 25th March. I was staying in my house, village home. It is written in my book, which is in the district of Patuakhali.
District of Patuakhali.
Patuakhali, Upuzela, Baufol.
Baufol.
My village.
Okay, in Baufol, Upazila. Okay.
We heard about the attack of 25th operation by Pakistani army.
Operation Searchlight.
That is the Operation Searchlight.
Okay.
The unacceptable torture and killing of innocent people and torturing the women and men. Slowly this became horrible. And that Major M.E. Jalil gathered
Sector
at
9, Major Jalil.
9 Barisal district, and we were mobilizing our young people in our village, and we understood that there is no alternative to war. There is no alternative to joining war. We were attending training. Say that is school that close to our house, a high school field, and we just built a dummy rifle by bamboo, and school instructor, physical instructor. We received physical training from him.
Okay.
But in the middle of April, in the end of April,
You were in which city? In Bangladesh? In which city?
I was in my village.
Okay, village.
In my
Okay.
village.
Okay.
So our district headquarters Patuakhali was captured by Pakistani military, and three people decided to go to India for
Okay.
receiving training. And,
India was giving training to Mukti Bahini.
and receiving training and joining liberation wars.
Okay.
We came to know from of BBC, Voice of America, and Australian Broadcasting Channel and Akashbani that we assumed that supported liberation wars. So we three people named Mr. K.M. Nurudda. He was unsubordinated Selection Commissioner, and another on Mr. K.M. Yusuf Ali. He was a student of final year bachelor student, bachelor degree. He was studying Bachelor of Arts, and I was a student of first year
Okay.
Bachelor of Science in Engineering. Okay.
Okay.
So we three people, we come from same police station, Baufol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same
So
place, Baufall. Okay.
we left on 19 April. We left our home
Okay.
in the evening. In the evening, after taking dinner at my house, and we spent night on the high bench of a high school. It's called Boga High School. It is near the launch station. And in the morning, we came to the launch station. We crossed the river and came to the other side. And we walked all the day. And we reached, say, some village, Moheshkhali or Moheshpur. I don't remember the name exactly, of Bakharganj Upazila.
Bakirganj. Okay.
So, starting from then, we worked 6 days. 6 days. On 24th, and some
24th
we
April.
from
Right.
uh, on 24th April maybe we crossed the river Isamuti and
Ichamuti.
reached Hingal.
Ichamuti River.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and reached Hingalgons.
Hingolganj. Okay.
We yeah we stayed there overnight, and in the morning we approached the border security force, Indian border security force. Border security force showed us a camp, a temporary camp occupied by the Bangladesh rifles and police
I
retired
think it was
personnel.
EPR at that time. East Pakistan Rifles.
Yes, and rifles and police personnel, and they were living in a camp. And he showed us the camp, and we approached them that we are young students and we would like to join the liberation war. So they furnished us with the information of Major Jalil's address, and
Major Jalil
they gave
was Sector 9 commander and he was in India at that time, right?
us in Hasnabad. He was in
Hasnabad.
Hasnabad,
Okay.
and we came to Hasnabad and reported to Major Jalil. He said, "How do you know that India is supporting us?"
Mhm.
We said, we know from the news broadcast by
BBC.
BBC, Indian radio, and Voice of America. So we thought you might be here.
That
Major
would.
Jalil, after within 5 to 10 minutes, came back, and he picked up us. We three people, and he carried us to the transit camp, Takipur.
Rakipur. Okay.
Takipur, there was a school, and that school was used by the freedom fighters. They were kept there temporarily, and from there, they are recruited for different training camps as per their ability. As
Mukti
per
Bahini
their
training camp.
ability, training camp. No, transit training camp. They are
Transit training.
sent Bihar, they are sent Charulia, then they are sent. I say I was sent to Bhagirathi Nadi, Polashi, for
Polasi.
receiving naval command.
Just a minute, sir.
Okay.
Polasi at that time, the Indian Navy was training Mukti Bahini people, right? At Polasi.
Yes, they were training only naval command.
Okay, naval
They
commandos.
are only imparting training to the naval commandos only.
Okay, okay. It was the C2P camp.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were selected to join that place.
Yeah. Before selecting the team asked me if I knew swimming.
Okay.
So I said, from my childhood I was swimming, so there is no problem to swim for me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then they select for this training.
Okay. So
And
in that
that
training camp, in that Indian Navy
yeah,
training camp, do you remember any Indian Navy officers?
yes, I remember Mr. Martis. He was the chief of the camp.
Okay.
Mr. Kapil Dev. He was an officer. Mr. Somir Das. He was an officer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Mr. Bhattacharya. He was not an officer.
Mm-hmm.
He was a non-commissioned officer, and many others. I don't remember everyone.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So you
yeah,
started training there.
yeah.
So what was training like? I mean, naval commando training. How was it?
Oh, it was a very tough one. It was a very tough one. In the morning, we were given a cup of tea, and we were given physical training for 45 minutes, and then we are given say a roti or chapati, like that. We were invited training, swimming, mainly swimming, and swimming, freehand swimming, then swimming with fins, then boating. Boating was given at the last, let's say, at the last, in the end, say 1 week before we leave for operation.
Okay. So were you given any explosives training?
Yes, we are given explosive training. That is, it's called mine training. This is called limpet mine.
Limpet mine. Okay.
Limp, yeah, limpet mine. It bursts the sheath, bottom of the sheath, like a shamuk. So its Bengali meaning is shamuker kamor.
Okay.
Bengali meaning shamuker kamor. Limpet mine means shamuker kamor.
Okay.
This is told by Indian Bengali naval officer.
Okay.
So it bites the sheath like a shamuk.
Okay.
So once you fix up the mine, it will not leave the sheath until it is exploded.
Oh, it is snail.
And
Snail. Shamuk.
snail,
Mm-hmm.
snail. A snail's bite.
Mm-hmm.
Limpet, snail's bite. So our duty was to fix up the mine to the sheath, to the bottom of the sheath. You know, uh, the weight of the mine was about 5 kg, and but beneath the water, it was about uh, 500 gram like this.
500 gram.
Because of Archimedes' principle, the weight reduced because of upward thrust of the water.
Okay, so the
Okay,
mine weight was 5 kg.
mm. The actual weight.
Actual weight 5 kg,
Actu-
okay.
Okay, but because of upward thrust, when it is in the water,
Mm-hmm.
you will feel in your body that it is 5 or 500 gram.
Okay.
Okay, less than 500 gram. Less than okay, say 300 like this. I I did not take part in the Operation Jackpot because I was not selected for that.
Oh, you didn't take part in
Uh,
Operation Jackpot. That was where Mukti Bahini Naval commanders were, mostly.
yeah, yeah. That was in the August 14th or 15th, August 15th.
15th. But you didn't
So
take part in that.
No, I was not selected for that.
Okay.
It was selected by the Indian Navy who will take part. The selection was, I think, mainly based on the location. Where do you come from?
Okay.
So, okay, so people who come from Chittagong, so naval commandos who come from Chittagong, they were selected for Chittagong operation. People who come from Chatpur, naval commandos who come from Chatpur, they were selected for Chatpur operation.
Okay.
Naval commandos who come from Narangos or
Mm-hmm.
Daut Gandhi, they are for Daut Gandhi.
But
So
you
they
were
know
from
the locality.
Potuakhali, right? Boris
I was from Portugal.
Potuakhali.
So subsequently, I was selected for Barisal.
Okay, in the next phase of the operation.
Now, do you understand the policy of the Indian Navy to select the commandos for which ports, which naval commandos will
Okay.
be selected? I was selected after successful over Barisal.
Borishal. Okay.
Uh, I did not come back to India because of my leader decision was to take that in another operation near Barisal at Shikarpur. I went to Shikarpur.
Shikarpur.
I was supposed to target a and that is what is called it is a
Fuel tanker.
no I was supposed to a fuel tanker I targeted the first time. I was supposed to sink a ferry
Ferry.
that used to carry
Take
carry
people
carry
across.
no, carry Pak military
Okay. Pak
vehicles.
military ferry. Okay.
Pak military ferry, the vehicles they used to carry. They used to carry from one side of the river to other side. But I went to target it. I went to sink it, but unfortunately, the ferry was made of wood.
Okay.
Well, wood is not supposed to cling to the. You see,
I mean, limpet mine won't stick to the wood.
it will not attach to the limpet mine.
Okay.
Limpet mine will not attach to the wood. So we had to discard that open.
Okay.
I came back. It was on November 29th. We came back on December. By this time, on December 15th, we were hearing that uh, sound that Bangladesh is going to be liberated very soon.
So it was in December that you went in, or November, or October?
No, my first operation on in November.
November. Okay.
Uh,
So it
and
must
in
have been
November
really cold. Very cold.
on November 3rd, yeah, cold. It is cold, but in the river you will not feel cold so much cold because in the current you will not feel during current you will not feel too much cold.
Okay.
On November 29th, I went to target the ferry, but I could not be successful because it was made of wood. So returned from the Shikarpur on December 1st. After that, not take part in any operation.
Okay.
Okay.
So when was the operation and how did you get to do that?
Oh, operation was on November 13th at 2:30 a.m. November
AM.
13th, that is, yeah.
Okay.
It was in the river. It was in the river Kirtan Khola.
Okay.
It is flowing from north to south at the point where I targeted the ship. It is just bordering the main
Okay.
town where the steamer station and launch station is located.
Mm-hmm.
It is my ship was at the
This was in
downstream.
Barisal city.
Yeah,
Okay.
my target was at the downstream, at the downstream of the steamer station. The
Okay.
ship the ship was supposed to supply fuel oil to the steamer and the watercrafts.
Okay.
Watercrafts. So I targeted it at I targeted that I should reach the ship at 2 p.m. I get down. I would get down at 1:30 and reach the ship at 2 p.m. But I could not get down because of
2
hindrance.
a.m. right?
Because of,
2 a.m.
yeah,
Okay.
no, 2 a.m. Sorry, at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Because I started from where I started and from journey on foot just half a kilometer. I thought half a kilometer I goes by half an hour, but I could not come as there was searchlight
Searchlight.
from a
Pakistanis were using searchlights.
yeah searchlight because there was a panic in the minds of Pakistani but because of Operation Jackpot. They were very much panic. They are very much careful. They are using searchlight if there are any frogmen coming to the river. So I noticed that searchlight was coming from the other side of the river, reaching this area, and then I'm going to that side, and then 1 or 2 minutes gap, then coming and going. So I just advance when this gap is coming, 1 or 2 minutes. Other time I keep myself escaped by the side of the road. Okay. So there was hindrance to reach from where I should get down. So for this reason, I could not get down the river in time. I was supposed to get down in the river at 1:30, but I could not get down the river at 1:30. So I got down in the river at 2. So you should know there were two targets. You know, I had two targets that I took 2 mines, two limpet mines.
Okay.
I thought that I should fix it at 2 ships, but I could not get down from the place where I should have get down. I could not reach the place. By this time, I thought the time was passing over, so I, there was a tin sheet house. It's called a madrasa, or you can call it a religious school. So supposed to get down from the northern side of the school, but I could not reach there. I got down from the southern side.
Into the water.
As time was not permitting me. I know that time was passing out. Because my team leader instructed me to get down within 2 a.m. So I decided to get down in the river from the southern side of madrasa. So I got down. And I saw that we got recce in the evening and in the afternoon of yesterday, on the afternoon of the same day. And I saw that my first target is missing. I tried to reach the first target by back swimming. I could not go back swimming because it's tide was so high that I was in the same place.
I mean the river
So
tide.
river tight. So I left the first target and I searched for the second target. I easily got the second target. Uh, I easily got the second target and I fixed up my first mine and then second mine, took 2 or 3 minutes rest and then started for the other side of the river, and I saw that searchlight was again casting. Searchlight was again casting. So I took a water hyacinth, covered my face, and slowly I was crossing the river. When I was just 10 feet away from the river, away from the river bank, the first mine spring released. I heard a cring sound because you see, in the mine there is a soluble malts in say half an hour. It was not half an hour. See, I think there was some malfunction in the soluble. When I got in the river, it was started melting, maybe somehow
Could you
leaking
repeat
water.
that? There was some malfunction in the mine. I couldn't hear that after.
In the soluble, not in the mine, but in the soluble. I think because of timing, as I could, it was not half an hour.
Okay.
Maybe it was 15 minutes. And 15 minutes I crossed the river. Anyway, my mind, when we hear the sound, it missed. Still there is 8 seconds to explode because when the spring release, I heard the sound. When the spring release, there is a detonator that will burst, and the actifuse will start burning.
Okay.
Actifuse, it will take 8 seconds to burn, and the explosive will burn, and the mine will burst out. After 8 seconds, the mine had exploded, and I found myself in a net of a fisherman. You see, in southern area, fishermen catch fishes by walking against the current. There is a kind of net. Fishes automatically going into the net if you walk against the current. So I got myself thrown into the net. The fisherman got scared. He said, "Oh my God, oh my God." He jumped
Okay.
over the land, and I say, "Don't get afraid. I'm a freedom fighter." I was supposed to get out at Naptarhat. I said, "Where is Naptarhat?" He said, "Sir, there is Naptarhat."
Naptar
So
hut.
I got Naptarhat.
Okay.
Naptarhat is the place where people were waiting to receive me. So I got out of the river. By this time, Pakistani army and Razakars started firing
Okay.
randomly. So I placed my body on the land, lied down on the land, and I asked the fisherman to lay down on the land. Fisherman also lay down on the land. So, uh, so after 1 or 1.5 minutes, they stopped firing, and I start walking to the Naptarhat. People, 4 or 5 people were waiting for me, and they received me cordially. They chanted slogans, Joy Bangla. They picked me up on their shoulder and like this. Okay.
Okay.
There was,
So you alone destroyed a Pakistani fuel tanker.
yeah. In the subsequently there was another operation at Barisal.
Mm-hmm.
That was that was on the day when I left Barisal. It was disclosed to me by my leader. This was done by a group. They went for Madaripur operation. They heard that there was no operation at Barisal, so they came and they took part in another operation. They had sunk two ships. It was disclosed by my leaders. I did not meet them.
Okay. So after the operation, what did you do? Did you go back
After
to
the
India?
operation, I was in my shelter at opposite side of Barisal.
Okay. Okay. Did
I
you
don't
meet
remember
any
the.
known freedom? I mean, big freedom fighters? Do you remember any meeting any known? I mean, very top level freedom fighters?
I met Captain Shahjahan Omar. Captain Shahjahan Omar, because when I was coming to Bangladesh from India, our boat was attacked at Parehat
Parerhat
by
by gangs.
militias,
Okay.
by Rajakars
Oh,
and
Razakars.
Badors,
Okay.
and we are scattered, and we are supposed to go to report to. We are supposed to report to Captain Shahjahan Omar, but we were scattered. We could not go, and I went to Captain Omar camps at Manalipara.
Okay.
Slowly, my team leader, Soyod Abul Bashar, and one of my naval commando, Mr. Shahalom, he also came to Manalipara, and
Okay.
we kept our quick swimming dresses uh, after being attacked by Rajakar in a house of Awami League leader. So we went to his house, collected those items, and came to Camp Nomo's camp again. Then, on a suitable day, we left Captain Somor camps and came to Konokati, other
Konokati.
side of the other side of the town. That is
This was
Barisal
before your
town.
operation, right?
This was before my operation, and we stayed there about 13 days.
Okay.
So far, I remember.
Okay.
And we were finding a suitable day for our operation,
Okay.
because current thing must be in favor
Got it.
to perform the operation.
So I learned that one of your own brothers were killed by the Pakistani army, right?
No, they are not killed by Pakistani army. They are killed by local people, local Rajakats or
Rajakat.
Albadurs like that. They resorted to looting, and at that time my brother was in my house. He was young. He was a student. Maybe he was 17 years old or 16 years old, like that. He was trying to got himself escaped, but he could not escape. He was brutally killed by bayonet.
He was killed by a bayonet. Okay. And your mother was crying, I guess, when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
met her.
He cried. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you, as a freedom fighter, took part in the war. Your family suffered because of the Pakistani army occupation. And
Yeah, yeah.
after, I mean, Bangladesh was liberated, what did you do after, I mean, as a freedom fighter or as a?
I went back to my college. I studied Bachelor of Science in Engineering
Okay,
and completed my study. I joined Bangladesh Power Development Board. I studied electrical engineering. I joined Bangladesh Power Development Board in 1976 October
okay,
as assistant engineer, and I retired from the position and retired from the position of power development, member power development. I worked as a control room engineer in Saudi Arabia also for 2 years.
in Saudi Arab,
Yeah, in Middle East
Middle East.
in 1985 to 87. Uh,
Okay. You were a
yeah,
Mukti Bahini Naval Commando for 9 months and then you went back to civilian life.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And you were only in one operation in Sector 9.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was only on operation. I tried to participate in another operation, but I could not complete it because of target was not suitable,
Suitable.
and there is no time to take part in more operations. You see,
Okay, sir. Do you remember any, I mean, atrocities done by the Pakistani army or the Razakars on the local people?
yes, we remember. Yes, before the day we operate, before the day we decided to take part in operation at Barisal. The day before we take part here, there are atrocities on the other side of the river. There was looting, we heard it, and there was Pakistani army. They set fires on the civilians' house, and they took girls to their camps, and that's why we decided that they might come to the other side of the river. So we should complete our target, and we should complete our operation as soon as possible.
So this was
So,
which village
uh,
exactly where they did this?
Rupatoli, that was Rupatoli. Rupatoli
Rupatoli.
is the other side of the river. We are in Kornakati. Rupatoli is the other side, it's the town side of the river.
As of now,
They,
Rupatoli, Banoripara, these are all, I mean, inside Borishal city as of now, in the present
no,
time,
no,
right?
Banurivara is not inside. Rupatoli is inside Boricel city.
Okay,
It's
right,
very
as
close to
at
Boricel.
present time.
At present time, it is very close to Boricel city. Rupatoli has the central bus stand now.
Okay,
Rupatoli in 1971, it was adjacent to Boricel city, but now it is the central bus station of. It is
Borishal
the
city. Okay,
you can say it is the main part of Boricel city,
okay,
one of
okay.
the main parts of Boricel city. Yeah.
Understood.
So the Pakistani army resorted to atrocities
Mm-hmm.
on November 11, maybe 11, 10th or 11, on Rupatali.
Rupatoli.
So we decided to complete our operation as soon as possible. That's why we decided to complete operation on 13th. No.
Okay, so,
After 13th of November, we left uh, our place where we lived for 3 or 4 days. And because we thought after 13th operation on 14th, on the other side of the river, they established a camp.
okay,
They established a camp. And we thought that they might attack our houses where we are living, but they did not attack our houses because they were afraid that there were at that time Mukti Bahini were spread all over the Bangladesh, here and there, everywhere they were Mukti Bahini. Said they were afraid. Actually, they were afraid, they got scared in the uh,
Right,
from the early of November.
right, right. So it was actually a pleasure to get out your story to the world, for the world to know, and for what you did for the liberation of Bangladesh. Especially mentioning
Yeah.
about your Indian Army instructors and trainers in Plassey camp, the C2P camp.
Actually, I really appreciate the contributions of Indian Army, especially the Indian navies, who trained us vigorously, and they trained us day and night, and their labor is it is beyond my language to describe them. You see, their sacrifice is it is. I am not a writer, but you see, I cannot describe them how they cooperated us. It would have been not possible to liberate Bangladesh within such a short period of time if India had not extended its help to Bangladeshi young people to train them like the way they trained us.
Right. That is a wonderful thank you from a freedom fighter, naval
Yeah,
commando to India.
some people do not accept the contribution of India. There might be some political reason or political character, might be or might not be. That is a different thing. But they helped.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they helped. That is true. That must be accepted. That must be.
Okay.
That must be
So,
accepted.
so I would like to thank you, sir, for coming to our show and talking about your experiences. And I would put this up for sure for you and the world to see.
Thank you very much. I am very grateful. I am very glad to take part in the liberation war. I am happy to do something for this country because I am happy to do what
Right,
I needed to do for my country in my young age.
right,
What my young age accepted from me, I did it for
right.
the country. I could did it. That is my satisfaction. You
Thank you.
see, that is my only satisfaction.